Very good afternoon to one and all. This is Dr. Pranadivte, and today in this lecture we will going to see about uh, what is the isotope geochemistry. We will discuss about the isotope geochemistry. So isotopes have a different of neutrons and thus different mass. Effect on the reaction is small but real and provides another measurement of reaction affected by similar physicochemical parameter. Also a critical tracer. The isotope can be used to track the molecule in the reaction. So this is some of the abundant isotope which we have. So hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen. This is a different kind of isotope we have. What is the fractionation? What is the fractionation? Fractionation is the a reaction or a process. Fractionation is a reaction or process which select for one of the stable isotope of a particular element. If the process select for a heavier isotope, if the process select for the heavier isotope, the reaction product is heavy, the reactant remaining in a light is going to the isotope fraction. So what is mean by isotope and what is the importance of the isotope in the study? So isotope means when you have a difference in a mass number and atomic number. Okay, so same component means like you have a carbon but different mass number. Okay, so atomic weight, atomic mass, that is the phenomena related to the isotope. So isotope fractionation give you the idea about the how the process and what kind of environment there. Fractionation means you know the what is the mean by fractionation. When you have a hydrological cycle, you have a fractionation. Okay, a fractionation means you can have the uh, you can have the so fractionation is a reaction process which select one of the stable isotope of particular element. Like you have a reaction, you have a reaction or process which select for one of the stable isotope of particular element. If the process select for a heavier isotope, the reaction product is heavy. Means like what happen in isotope fractionation, like you have a three isotope like carbon 13, carbon 14, or you have a oxygen 16, oxygen 18. That is a different isotope you have. So these different isotopes will be fractionate. What is mean the fractionation? Fractionation means uh, you are in a gaseous form. Okay, your liquid is converted to the gaseous form. That is your fractionation. So that is depending upon what? Depending upon the mass. Okay, if the heavier the mass, they will remain into the that liquid form only. Okay, if you have oxygen 16 and if you have oxygen 18, for example, I'm giving you the very simple example. You have oxygen 16, you have oxygen 18, two oxygen isotope you have. So if there is a fractionation process, means like you are you know that what the water is contained, water is formed by the formula of water is the H2O. So oxygen is having a 2 to 3 isotope. Okay, 16 and 18 is a major isotope of oxygen. So when the fractionation is going on, depending upon the climate, your fractionation will be regulated. How? Your 18 will be remain in the liquid, your 16 will be going into the fractionation. That is how you can study the fractionation. So that you are the, so that you can study that this isotope effect on the fractionation. Then you have a fractionation factor. R is the ratio of heavy to light isotope. So you have one abundant ratio of isotope in the nature. One abundant isotope ratio in the nature, that is your R. So uh, you have fractionation factor, which is the ratio between reactant and product. Fire ratio. A differences between two isotopes of one element is very small. To measure them individually with enough precision is difficult to impossible for a most isotope system. By comparing a sample ratio to the standard ratio, the difference between these two can be determined much more precisely. Then you have some isotope standard. What is mean by isotope standard? Like for each and every things, for each and every you know that there is some standard for petrol, that this percentage of methane should be there, this percentage of ethane should be there, and all. So this is known as the Vienna Standard Mean Ocean Water. This is known as Vienna Standard Mean Ocean Water. That is your WISMO. Then you have bunch of ocean, that is the water kept in the Australia. So WISMO is a Vienna Standard Mean Ocean Water. WISMO is a Vienna Standard Mean Ocean Water, that is your WISMO, which is bunch of ocean water kept in the Australia. Oxygen and hydrogen, that is standard. So for water, for oxygen isotope, you used isotope standard. You use the isotope standard, and that isotope standard for oxygen isotope you use the WISMO. That is a short form. WISMO is a short form for Vienna Standard Mean Ocean Water. WISMO is a short form for Vienna Standard Mean Ocean Water. This is a bunch of ocean, that is water kept in the Australia. Then you have a VPDB. VPDB, that is a Vienna PD belemnites. So fossil of belemnite from the PD formation of Canada. So that is known as your VPD. VPDB. So CDT is a canyon trilobites, that is a meteoritic fragment from the meteor crater in Arizona, contain the FeS mineral, that is a triolites S. Then you have measuring the isotope. While the different isotope of the same element, while there is a different isotope of the same element, exist in the certain fraction corresponding to their natural abundance existed by the fractionation. So you have to measure the isotope. How you can measure the isotope? By the different instrument. So we uh, we measure the isotope. We measure the isotope. How we can measuring the isotope? We will measure the isotope by the some instrument. Okay, we measure the isotope in the during the your what we can say the by using some of the instrument, like you have a isotope. Okay, you have a isotope mass isotope reactor, or that what we can say the name of stable isotope machine. Okay, we consider as a stable isotope machine provided by the some of the agencies, like you have a Thermo Fisher and all. This is a company, a different company we have. Okay, this is a different company we have. So while difference in isotope of the same element exists in a certain fraction corresponding to their natural abundance exists by the fractionation, we measure the isotope as a ratio of the isotope. We measure the isotope as the ratio of the isotope versus a standard material per miles. So you have a 10 raised to the power 3 in hectares. So this is how you can have the measure the isotope ratio. This is how you can measure the isotope ratio. Like you have a delta 18O, you have a delta 18O, which is measured like you have a sample. Okay, the value which is got from the sample minus the value you can have from the standard divided by the standard R standard. So this is how you can have the this different kind of isotope. This is how you can have the different kind of isotope. So delta is an isotope ratio of particular thing. Delta is an isotope ratio of particular thing relative to the standard time of 1000, sometime called a del. Okay, so del 13, del 13, del we are not always saying the delta 13, delta 14. We say a del 13, del 14. So short form is used for is this one is a del. So delta is an difference between the two different isotope ratio in a reaction. Many isotopers are very sensitive. Many isotopers are very sensitive about the misuses of isotope terminology. Herman Craig, Immortal Limerick say it is all. There was a young man from the Cornell who pronounced every delta as a del, but the spirit of Urey returned to fairy. So what is the equilibrium and what is the kinetic fractionation? So do you know what is mean by equilibrium? Do you know what is mean by is nothing but when you can have to start means if one thing is higher, one thing is lower, you can take this thing lower and take one thing higher. Okay, sometimes you are going to the kirana shop and all, and you have one weighing machine. Like in older time we have the machine that instrument that is having some of the 1 kg 2 kg that the way of the some of the that rocks and all, you can say have 1 kg. So they have just equilibrium. Okay, they have just equalized the material which you want to purchase and the 1 kg weight. So that is what the equilibrium is all about. That is how the equilibrium is all about. So fractionation is a reaction, but one which the free energy difference are the order of 1000x smaller than the other type of chemical reaction. Just like other chemical reaction, we can describe the proportion of the reaction and product as an equilibrium or as an kinetic fraction. Because the kinetic energy for heavy and light isotope is the same, because the kinetic energy for heavy and light isotope is the same, we can write this formula in the, this is the formula which is given. Regardless of the temperature, the velocity of 12C16O is 1.0177 times that of 13C and oxygen 16. So that lighter molecule will diffuse faster and evaporate faster. So obviously, which material is having a lighter density, is having a molecule will go into the more faster. Then you have an equilibrium fractionation. For an exchange reaction. So this is how you can have the equilibrium fractionation. Why is the potassium K difference from the 1.0? Because O18 forms a stronger covalent bond with the carbon than the does oxygen at 16. The vibration energy of a molecule is given by the equation, that is a E vibrational and this one. So does the frequency of vibration depend upon the mass of the atom. So energy is molecule. So this is the fractionation will decide at what exactly the climate, because the if the evaporation is more in the humid and this climate means more temperature is there, your what we can say your heavier isotope is also get evaporate fractionate. So here the rule of Beglin-Son, the heavy isotope goes preferentially into the compound with the strongest bond. So temperature effect on the fractionation. What I just saying that the temperature is a very deciding phenomena for the fractionation. Temperature is very deciding phenomena for the fractionation. The fractionation factor are affected by temperature. Recall that this affect the equilibrium and define empirically. So as temperature increase, delta decrease at high temperature goes into the zero. So fractionation during the physical processes. Fractionation during the physical processes. There is a mass difference also give rise to fractionation, which during the physical processes. Fractionation during the physical process is the result of difference in the velocities of isotope molecule of the same compound. Considering the molecule in the gas, also molecule have a same average kinetic energy, which is function of temperature. Using the isotope to get information on the physical and chemical processes. So fractionation is due to the some reaction difference isotope can have a different fractionation. So obviously different isotope is having their different bond and different bond here. Use this to understand the physical chemical process, mass transfer and temperature changes and other things. Typical oxygen isotopic composition of a selected natural material. Dash line represent the earth metal modified from the Hawks and the best. Igneous rock value exclude the hydrothermally altered rock. So different kind of material you have in a crust, mantle and core. So earth mantle is having a more, that is a mid-oceanic ridge basalt. The composition of this one is equivalent to the more. Then you have other basalt. This is a percentage which is given. This is a percentage which is given. You have a sedimentary rock, seawater composition, extraterrestrial material. This is the typical oxygen isotopic composition for selected natural material. Dash line represent the earth mantle modified from. So this is a different percentage which we consider. Typical carbon isotope composition select. So this is also a carbon isotope. This one is an oxygen isotope. This is a carbon isotope. Then you have an equilibrium fractionation. For a mass dependent reaction, that you have a calcium, okay, then C18O3. So you can have this equilibrium means the reaction, okay, whether it is a covalent or whatever the bond they are formed. So this reaction will be fraction. According to this reaction, your material will get fractionate. Then you have empirical reaction, a relationship between the temperature and oxygen isotope ratio in the carbonates. At lower temperature, calcite crystallization tend to incorporate a relatively larger proportion of 18U because of the energy level of iron containing this heavier isotope decreased by the greater amount of the iron containing oxygen 14. As the temperature drops, the energy level of oxygen 80 declines progressively by an amount that is disproportionately greater than that of the lighter oxygen 18. Then distillation. Then distillation. So two varieties is the known as two varieties, that is batch and relay distillation, dependent on the product stay in a contact and re-equilibrate with the reactant. The batch distillation is where the isotope of the rock depend on its initial value and the fractionation factor. Relay distillation. What is the relay distillation? Isotope fractionation that occur during the condensation in moist air mass can be described by the relay distillation. The equation governing this process is your this is the equation which governing the process, where R is the isotope ratio of remaining vapor. So different kind of distillation also. Okay, fractionation, distillation, different kind of distillation and fractionation will regulate this reaction. Then isotope fractionation, the fractionation of isotope in the hydrosphere. Isotope fractionation in the hydrosphere. So evaporation of surface water in equatorial region causes the formation of air masses with the H2O vapor depleted in a O18 and D compared to the seawater. This moist air is forced into the more northerly cooler air in the northern hemisphere where the water condenses and this condensate is enriched in a O18 and D compared to the remaining vapor. The relationship between the isotope composition of liquid is vapor is O18O. Assuming that 18O is a, so this is what the equation gives the isotopic composition of first. So you have a delta value for each region. Okay, you have a delta value for each region. According to that, also you can have the some geological investigation and analysis. So delta 13C delta, this delta value will give you the some of the important identification and important inferences. Earth ocean is having a 3 billion and had no oxygen and lots of iron. Cyanobacteria evolved produce the oxygen to which oxidize the iron from BIFs. In time, the Fe was more depleted and the ocean were stratified, then later become the oxic as they today. This interpretation is largely based on the iron isotope in iron oxide and sulfide mineral deposited on those times. Then you have like so you have a different kind of isotope. Okay, different kind of isotope you have, and all this isotope, the what, so what you now have to study from this lecture only, that all the isotope is fractionate according to climatic condition. All the isotope is fractionate according to climatic condition. They offer you and give you the what is the what is the exactly what exactly the climate of that area. Then next topic, that is energy. What is energy? You know that what is the energy exactly? Each and everything will be run by the energy. Okay, you say that I don't have energy today, or I have a lot of energy today. So many way to describe the energy changes in thermodynamics. Originally developed to describe changes in the heat and work. Energy flow also describe the chemical reaction in system. But since there is a no energy particle, we must do all of this relative, since one thing has more energy than another means. We recall that do not know the absolute energy. We can describe any reaction or description. What is the first law of thermodynamics? Law of conservation of energy. Gibbs in 1873 stated, energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred by the process. This is a law, first law, so law of conservation of energy. You know that energy neither be created nor be destroyed, just convert from the one source, one system to the another. The net change in the energy is equal to the heat that flow across the boundary minus the work done by the system. So net change, you define that, you can calculate the what net changes in the energy. How you can you can calculate by this formula. What this formula is suggested that uh, heat flow across the boundary, okay, heat flow across the boundary minus the work done by the system. Directionality from the second law. For any spontaneous irreducibility process, entropy is always increasing. How can reaction even proceed if further increases? Such a mineral in the earth not fading apart the peak. We already studied the different law of thermodynamics. We already studied the different law of thermodynamics. The third law of thermodynamics suggested that the heat capacity of the heat capacity of pure crystalline substances become zero. The heat capacity of pure crystalline substances become zero at absolute zero because CD. So this is the formula we applied there. We can therefore determine the entropies of the formation. We can therefore determine the entropy of the formation from the heat capacities, which are measurement at very low temperature. When heat is added to the phase, its temperature increase. No, not all material behave the same though, okay, or a constant. So heat capacity is the when the heat is added to a phase, its temperature increase. Okay. Isn't a really constant. C also vary with the temperature. Okay, so where relationship between the C and so uh, your C also varies with the temperature. So it's really a describe enthalpy of formation at any temperature. We need to define C as a function of temperature. C is a nothing but a function of temperature. Heat of reaction. What is the heat of reaction? Heat of absorbed by the chemical. Heat of absorbed by that is HR, and HR is a positive exon. So this is the different heat of reaction on all. Then you have entropy of reaction. When you have entropy of reaction, a function of energy that dispersing, a function of energy that dispersing, entropy of reaction. When S is positive, entropy increase as a result of change in a state. So when the entropy is changed, when there is a changes in a state of energy. What is the entropy of the universe? Now we are talking about the some system. Now the what is the entropy of the full universe? Second law of thermodynamics suggested that entropy always in an increasing side. Certain amount of heat energy in a room and isolated system. Glass of ice melt in a time. Energy dispersing to a point where everything has the same energy. So when ice is melted to the water, that is also example of energy will be dispersing to the point where everything has the same energy. Give direction to the any process. This is the equilibrium constant for the this energy. Then you have, so this all are the equilibrium constant. Gibbs realized that for a reaction, a certain amount of energy goes to the increase in the entropy of a system, and a certain amount of goes to the heat exchange to a reaction. Gibbs free energy is a state variable measured in a kg per mole. G is a measure of driving forces. G is a measure of driving forces. When GR is negative, forward reaction has exceed the energy and will occur spontaneously. When GR is positive, there is a not enough energy in the forward direction, and the backward reaction will occur. Using K to define the equilibrium concentration, K is the sets of amount of iron present relative to the one another for any equilibrium condition. So this is about the free energy law. dissipated, and how it will be studied for the this what we can say, the for the isotopic geochemical reactions. So this is all about the isotope ratio and isotope. What about the isotope? Isotope is giving you the best idea about the climate of that area. So you this is a number game of atomic number and atomic mass number. When atomic mass number is changing, okay, that will be create some isotope. Isotope is having a 2 to 3 type of isotope. Like you have a stable isotope and unstable isotope. Stable isotope and unstable isotope. How we define the stable isotope and how we define the unstable isotope? The word is suggesting what is meant by stable isotope. Stable isotope means which is stable in nature. So how we define the stability? That they cannot decay, they cannot further decay. Okay, you know that the elements emit some energies in the form of beta, alpha, gamma emissions. Beta, alpha, and gamma emission, they always uh, what emit the energy. So once the element is get stable, once the element gets stable, they cannot start the they cannot emit the energy, and that's element is called as a isotope, or we can say the that is called as a stable isotope rather than. So this is what about the isotope. Isotope is very much useful in geology. Nowadays, the geochemist and all the paleoclimatologists is use the isotope for the paleoclimatology, paleotemperature, paleothermometry, and the more study of the past is only studied by the isotope study. They are nowadays they are also extracting the lipid from the paleo things. Okay, they are extracting the lipid from the sample, and they are going to the for the isotopic ratio. So this is a different kind of application of the isotope measurement, and isotope study is very much important for the this one. Okay, so hope you understand this all the concept about this isotope and what is the free energy connection with this one, then fractionation, thermodynamics law, and energy. Thank you for listening this one. Thank you.